Okay. Let's go.
Okami.
Got one. That's good enough for me. Oh no. What kind of river is this? Calm, calm. Let's relax. We are up to, I think, 2 Demon Fangs now. Which is perfectly fine. Oh. Nice. That's 4. I'm really getting all of these. I haven't gotten a single mashing game yet, which is very bizarre. But I'm also losing a lot of time, which is also kind of bizarre. Oh well. No. It's my phone. No. That is a good spread. I don't know why I've lost so much time in like the first couple splits lately. It's kind of weird. I must have not gone for any of the games in my PV. Forgot that was the loading zone. It's my fault. Should have been mashing for that. Please. That was a good spread. Gold, really? That's dumb. There's no way I deserved the gold for that one. I did not want to do that. Please, just let me out of here. Don't know if that was worth it, but who cares? It's Fang time. Too slow, damn. Oh well. Did I not get them all? I think I missed a few. So unfortunate. I don't know why I lost my momentum there. RNG. What? Since when can they do that? I've never seen that before. Oh god. I need ink. Okay, we're good. No, dude. I thought that would work. Slow. Losing time for no reason. Nice. That was a pretty good ball push. Still probably gonna lose time here, but that's okay. Good yellow skip. Lots of dash storage in this part. Honestly, the beginning of the game, or like learning the beginning of the run, makes you think dash storage is going to be way more important than it is. Because there's way more cutscenes in the start than there is anywhere else in the game. It's kinda weird. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is worth smash on. Of course I didn't get a mashing game for that. Now I look silly. Oh no. Please. That's pretty good. 14 seconds behind already. Dang. What did I do so well in the beginning of my last run? Was I just like that much more like aggressive about the minigames? I'm really getting no mashing games. Skip this one so that we can do it during the digging minigame instead. That one we can't reach during the digging minigame, so don't do it. And we line up our camera. Hit this during the second turnip. Just barely see myself there. No. This one I can probably hit now. Not gonna make it. Yusun there is warning me not to cut down the trees during the festival. Which is kind of mean of him. It's hard to avoid that though, unless I go for inks instead of yeah, that was kind of slow, but you know. Not the end of the world. I can get these three all together if I line up the camera correctly. But it's hard to maintain dash through that. And we do uppy thingy again. That was janky. And all of these four we can get together if I do this just right. Whatever. I'll do 3 in 1. It's just a lot easier. Oh, did I forget one? Oh, I missed this one. What? Did I really only get one with the... Okay, that was very, very slow. Thank you for the good luck, Minzy Cat. Minzy Cat? Yeah, I think I got that right. I should enlarge the font size. What is that emote? Is that like a tiger with bulging eyes? I'm mistreating it, aren't I? I should gain time here, but I'm not sure why. It might just be that the digging game shenanigans actually saves that much more time than I thought. Yeah, I cannot parse what that emote is supposed to be. It's cute though. Like getting notifications. Notifications! What is that? Okay. And we do have enough money, because I didn't mess up any of the fights. And we just want to buy 2 of these. And we're out of here. Mashing's pretty good today. That's a good sign. Jump into that cutscene because it's too annoying to avoid it. And that cutscene skips the same cutscene just popping up the next time we go to a Devil Gate. Which we're going to do a Devil Gate here anyway, if you hadn't already guessed. Now we're going to get the wanted list because we want to turn it night, and this is the fastest way to do that. And the reason we need to turn it night is because you can only get Cherry Bomb at night from Tama. So we're going to do the wanted list tutorial. That turns it night since wanted list enemies are only supposed to appear at night. And we get a free day-night transition even though we don't have Crescent. This is going to be Onimaru. That's not a good one. That one's at the top of the list, so it's far away from where the brush starts. I do not like this spread. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get Onimaru at the same time. I need ink. I think Onimaru has slightly more health than a normal Ridden. I'm not sure. Or like the wanted list enemies do. Then we can't skip this text. This is part of the tutorial. And Onimaru's here. Sometimes that recognition doesn't work very well. Damn, I didn't get a dash restore. Oh. So we have Lily Pad, but we don't really need it that much. I'm only going to be using it in a few places, but the category definition requires you get all brush powers, so... You get it. But we could actually normally skip Lily Pad in the any percent run. So Dead Fish. The floral finisher for Dead Fish is Power Slash, but it's way too slow to get it to the state where it works. Unfortunately, I'm not getting good luck on that, I think, here. There we go. It just takes... It has way too much health, but Power Slash takes half its health each time, so... It's much more effective to just Power Slash it 3 times, then go for the floral finisher. Attack the Tama 3 times, and then we get to draw a Cherry Bomb, which we can draw like that for quick Cherry Bombs. And we're going to be using Cherry Bomb a lot, since it's actually really good in combat. As surprising as that is to a casual player. Hello, Michelle Stew1. Welcome to the stream, and we're ahead. Nice. That is a good sign. I'm surprised I didn't lose dash there from the angle change. Okay, now we go do the other Devil Gate, the one so that we can get the Mermaid Spring, since we'll be teleporting back here a few times in the run. Actually, I think only 2 times we use this spring. But that's okay. Or I guess 3 technically. We use it like, back, forth, and back again. And now that we have Cherry Bomb, we don't need to wait for these guys to become vulnerable. We can just blast them out of the ink. That is not a great spread. But that is... I like that. And 1 more yellow. And then I'm just going to build dash at the end of the fight since I'm waiting anyway. This text can't be skipped, so we just hold X through it. Can do that jump. It's kind of weird. Then here's where we would do Lily Pad skip, or Water Lily skip technically. It should be called. But actually using Water Lily here saves maybe a fraction of a second, so I prefer to do it that way. But you can get up here without Water Lily, which is what the 80% route does. It's just a bit more cumbersome, so I don't bother doing it. We have the loading minigames on because we need 80 Demon Fangs for Mist Warp, which is one of the brush powers we're required to get. And the fastest way to get Demon Fangs, as it turns out, is the loading minigames. There's no point in grinding enemies for them because we don't have any good places to grind. We don't want that chest, because that chest has a tutorial, because it's the prayer beads, I think? The rosary, the first rosary. And Isun gives you a whole big tutorial about changing your weapon, since it's the second weapon you're supposed to get, and, you know, it's a big waste of time. But fortunately, they don't make you do it. Then here's Waka. Waka, like a lot of enemies in this game, is very vulnerable to explosives, so I'm just gonna blow him up real quick. The SFS, Steel Fist Sake, makes us do double damage with cherry bombs and other things, so it's really handy for taking out enemies like this quickly. And we're going to be using that strat a lot throughout the game. And then right here we're going to do fishing so that we can get the key for Tsura. There we go. Oh, yes, I do want to mash for this, because for some reason the loading for entering and leaving fishing is actually really fast. Or really slow, I mean. Like, they reload the entire map for some reason. At least that's what it seems. Alright, then here we're just going to go completely kamikaze on the fish. Oh, that's unfortunate. The crab is the least valuable fish. So, the crab is a sign of bad luck. Of course, we don't really need the money from fishing. The money route is all calculated to work with or without fishing, but yeah, 2 crabs, that is ill omens. Wow. And here's the giant salmon. I like the sounds Kokari makes. So we're just going to ignore Kokari there, and then we actually want this this item here. This is a small exorcism slip. And we're going to... Exorcism slips are really broken, basically. They're very powerful, and we're going to be using them a lot. The small ones are obviously less powerful, but, you know, we still need a couple of them. We don't have access to the big ones yet. And here we can actually skip the intro cutscene for Tsura runes by doing this, which is cute. That skip was discovered by a cool guy named Giant Cookie Jar, who did runs of this game. He discovered a lot of tricks. He's a very good glitch hunter. Much better than me. But he only ran Okami 90%. And I have the world record in that category, so, you know. We can skip using lily pad there, you're only required to, but... Or I think the devs intended for you to do it, but, you know, it's optional. And this guy we're going to use cherry bombs again. Bad pattern. Usually he jumps twice in the same direction. I could have gotten the floral finisher there, but I forgot to conserve ink like I'm supposed to. Then we can skip this ball push. You don't actually need to push that ball, which is nice. Because ball pushing physics in this game suck. We can... Did I get it? Yeah, okay. That took a while. But yeah, we can just place a cherry bomb on it, and as long as we get through the door before it explodes, we're good. And here we're actually going to use a Steel Fist Sake this time, because we need to be able to take these guys out with just one cherry bomb to get them into their vulnerable state. What? Really? And here we can actually skip growing these mushrooms. That was another thing discovered by a giant cookie jar. Very cool trick. I'm a big fan. It doesn't save much time though. It's a pretty tiny time saver, but it's cool looking. Yeah, I've been pretty slow so far. This run isn't off to the greatest of starts. Good dash restore. I usually miss that one. Yeah, jeez. Well, there goes my dash. Really? How is that a gold? That is bullshit. This part's a bit smoother if you have gold dash since you jump further. So it's kind of annoying to lose gold right before blockade. And we're going to get another exorcism slip here. You'll notice we haven't used ours yet. We're actually saving it. And we're going to avoid this blue scroll here by doing a bit of a wall jump. Nice, it worked. Slick. And then this is the triple gate room. This is where we can gain or lose a fair amount of time just by fight RNG. Because all of these fights require good spreads to go, whatever, to go really quick. Lost my dash. Might get good RNG here. Yep. I thought I'd already slashed him twice. This is not a good spread. Can I even get that? This is a big waste of time. I probably shouldn't even go for it. Then I can do a bomb. I don't have the Snarling Beast yet. Makes that a one hit. That was a pretty bad fight. This is okay. Probably could have done that a bit better. And if we draw the sun at the end of the battle there, it goes a bit quicker. Then by doing that, we can power slash all of these from down here to avoid climbing up the mushrooms. And I'm not going to go for the water thing again. I don't think it's faster anymore. I deceived myself. Yeah, well, that's not good. You don't actually need to like cover the graphic for the cursed area. You just need to put a certain amount of ink down. Like, the amount of time you're drawing is what matters. So you can just do tiny circles and count them. And that's a good way of doing it quickly. Although I tried to be a bit conservative. It's a big time save. Now let's not mess up Cookie Clip. So there's this really hard trick I'm about to do, which only saves about like 18 seconds if you do it really quickly. But it's cool looking, so we have to do it. This is also yet another thing discovered by Master Cookie Jar. That was good. It's a bit slow, but overall good first try cookie clip. So we should save a bit of time here. I've been doing that for a while. It's a fun trick, but it's super stressful because of how little time it saves. You need to get it first try for it to be worth it, and it's bizarrely hard. Nice. Okay, so the strat here is pretty easy to mess up. I need to wait for my ink to refill here, because this is the only way I can one-cycle this fight with the minimum amount of resources. Oh, unfortunate. There we go. Still got the one cycle, but I didn't. I lost a bit of time for it. Because I messed up one of my power slashes. This loading zone is one of the longer ones in the game, so mashing is very easy to do. Damn it. If you run into a wall, you can't. Like, it resets your dash meter. It's kind of complicated. I made a video about it, but I have to re-tackle there. Then we're going to go up here to activate this mermaid spring. This just happens to be the best time to do it. So we just need to get up close to it, and then it'll activate. If we go away, like if we go to the next area without going up to it, then we won't be able to teleport back here later, which will waste about 2 minutes. Okay, now the bridge minigame. Or the log minigame, whatever you want to call it. This one actually has a set pattern. So it's not too hard, but it's still easy to mess up the pattern because you need to react to it when these vine flowers come up. You need to make sure you don't mess up drawing the vine. There you go. That was pretty good. The second to the last flower is the hardest one to time correctly. So if you do it late, you can still get it, but then you won't be able to get the last flower, and you'll have to wait for another one. I am doing pretty good on Demon Fangs so far. Need 4 of these, 1 of these, and then 7 of these. Looking at my notes just so I don't mess up, since this run is going decently well so far. And then we go do Waka 2. So we can take the start of Waka 2 to do a bunch of menuing, since we need to use an SFS again anyway. Demon Fangs is a pretty good start. Good. Unfortunately, the fight ends as soon as Waka takes his last hit, so we don't get a time to store dash during the fight. Okay. Although I guess that's fortunate. It means we get to get going faster. And now we need to bloom the sapling. Now, unfortunately, we need to get up quite close to it before bloom will register on the sapling, but that's okay. Once we bloom the sapling, whenever you bloom a sapling, it actually sets the daytime, so it'll be 5 minutes 30 seconds until it turns night. And we need it to turn night so that we can go do the cutter's house, since we can't skip that. There we go. I should have skipped that sooner. But overall, all that means is basically we're basically in a semi-auto scroller. Any actions we do that pause daytime, like taking out the brush, those will slow us down, but things like slow movement can't waste time because while you're moving, daytime's still passing, and moving slowly just means you'll have to wait less time when you get to the cutter's house. So overall, until nightfall, we shouldn't be able to lose more than a couple seconds between things like doing loading minigames that we didn't do in the last run, and like slower brush techniques. Also, fights also pause daytime, so if we have a bad fight, then that'll also lose us time still. But yeah, that's why this split is the longest split in the run. 10 minutes. I think I have 56 now, Demon Fangs. Yeah, I always forget that that's not a text. This is where the text triggers. Now we just go straight to Princess Fusei. And unfortunately right now we can't use our brush, so we're not going to be able to get floral finishers on these enemies, even though it would be really easy. So, just to make things quicker, I'm going to use an XS, or small exorcism slip. think I should have gotten more money there. I might have not picked up all of it. There. And we need to talk to her twice to get the canine tracker. And then one of the things that having free movement lets us do in the segment is we can get a couple treasures that wouldn't normally be worth it. But they end up being worth it because the only time that's taken is for the power slash to open that chest and the prompt where it tells you about the treasure. So we feed these dogs. Yeah, I'll skip that. It's not worth it. If I didn't get the first second. There's a bunch of big invisible walls here. Make it hard to keep dash. And here we're going to do a little trick that lets us skip a cutscene with Susanoo. If I can get it quickly. There we go, that was pretty quick. So that skips us having to confront sleeping Susanoo over there. It's actually quite difficult to get that to line up quickly, but I made a setup for it. So it's easy. That's 3 dogs. And then the last one is Shin, I think. If I remember their names correctly. Hiding in the crisp patch. Probably should have gone for that one. I didn't realize it was longer than the others. And Isun talks to us to tell us that we found all the dogs. And now we go back to fight Tei. Now Tei, much like Waka, is very vulnerable to explosives, especially if they're powered by alcohol. That's a bad pattern. The dogs are... all of the dog fights are kind of RNG fest because they all have patterns that can cause issues. Uh-oh. There we go. You can break their super armor by power slashing them, which I did just in the nick of time for him to get hit by that explosive. But overall that was a pretty slow fight because he armored through one of my cherry bombs. Usually you can get it in just 2 quick cherry bombs and he's dead. But I got a bad pattern. And the other dogs, they can be even worse because they have a lot more actions they can do. Like they can jump around, dig holes, they can poop on the ground. And all of it can interfere with the strategies you want to do. Okay, so now that we are done in Taka, we still have a fair amount of time until night, and we're going to use that time to do a few side objectives that we're going to need to do anyway. So we may as well do them now while movement between them is free. So first up, we need to open up this mermaid spring as well, since this is yet another one that we're going to be using later. And to do that, we need to do this fight. Need ink. So now we have that mermaid spring open. Now we need to go do the Molster minigame so that we can get Fire Burst later. Which is going to come in handy. Fire Burst is actually one of the more useful optional brush techniques in this run. What was that? Some glitchy things happening there. What? How did you end up over there? Now we gotta return the teacup and then make it back to the cutter's house before nightfall. Anytime we spend after it turns night not immediately jumping into the cutter's house is lost time. We'll probably lose a bit of time on this split just because I went for a lot more loading minigames than I usually do. But who knows. Huh? Okay, so we want to line ourselves up so that we just have to hold left to get in. Then we wait until it turns night. Which it's looking like it's going to take a couple seconds. There we go. Lost 4 seconds, that's no big deal. It's one of the shortest loading zones in the game, by the way. I'm honestly surprised there is one there at all. It's unusual. Okay, so this fight's easy to mess up. Was I supposed to do that? Then I have to line up the camera here to make this work. Okay. We did it. That fight can be easy to mess up. Ooh. We don't want that guy getting in the way. Nice, saved a bit of time there. 137 up. There's a bunch of text here before we get into the minigame. I don't remember if this one's worth it. I don't think it is. That's pretty slow. A very long animation there. But he always digs at the same place, so you can just wait there. This is true of all of the loading games, by the way. can't restore dash through the digging minigame since it's a separate map, so we just don't bother. Then we need to talk to, I forget this guy's name here. Ty. Talk to Ty, that brings out the canine tracker, and then we go find Take and fight him. It's gonna jump to me, so I'll put a trade bomb there. There you go. That was pretty quick. I missed one cherry bomb, but you know, can't be 100% accurate on the brushwork. At least it's really hard to be. We're done with that. Got 30k. That's a good pace. We should be fine to make the 50k needed for some stuff later. And here we're going to get our first mermaid coin. And are you going to use that? Oh, welcome Phoenix. I'm going to use that to go to Agata. And I forgot to check what my fang count is, but we're going to get another chance in a minute. Maybe more than a minute. I mean, in my opinion, Okami's a pretty good speed game, but you can tell I'm kind of biased. But, you know, it's... all the best advice I've heard about choosing a speed game is pick one that you already find fun, and then, like, look into the speedrun and see, okay, is there anything glaring here that I wouldn't like? And that's what I did for Okami, and I was like, you know, this looks pretty neat, I'm gonna try it. And I was absolutely right to do so. But, like, you know, it's up to you. What other runs are you considering? Yakuza? I don't know much about the Yakuza games. I have seen, like, gameplay of them, but I never played. They seem pretty neat. I have no idea what the speedrun would be like. You know, you could always try both. It's not like there's a rule you can only speedrun one game. I'm sort of weird for doing that, for as long as I've been doing it. What the hell is this fish doing? This is so slow, dude. Next Machina? I don't know much. I think I've heard of that game before, but I don't know much about it. That was... whatever. I haven't messed up a constellation in a while. Stick shooter. Maybe I'm not thinking of the right game then. was a good fight. Although I forgot to check my Demon Fang count again. It's okay, I'll get yet another chance real soon when I use the mermaid coin. Alright, and here we're going to buy... We have to sell stuff, of course. I forgot to sell stuff in one of my practice runs, and that was a bad idea. Okay, we're good. We'll have a bit over a K extra for the dojo techniques later. If I'm counting right. 72 fangs, wow, we're really ahead. I can DM you. I have to pay attention, I can't read your text. Fuck. I can DM you a run after your stream if you want. Sure. DM me on Discord, I guess? Or Twitter? Oh yes, excellent. Free fangs. No, it's okay. Don't worry. It's my choice to have the chat up and to read it at inopportune moments. Alright, last dogfight. Give me good RNG, Hayabusa. Oh well. You know, whatever. What am I doing? Am I trying to gold dust stuff now? What? I think I blew up the grass. No. Thank goodness I didn't run a rink there. That was a pretty slow fight. I'm using about 17 seconds. It's okay, I'll live. Can't turn off loading minigames quite yet, but I should be able to really soon. I should have 74 now, I think. What is Hayabusa doing? Hayabusa, being the last dog, has the largest moveset, so he has a lot of actions that not everyone gets to see when they only fight him once. 74, yeah. Okay. Whatever. Dang, my rhythm's gone. Well, I don't really need it at this point. I get 5 free fangs from fights. That's a tongue twister. 5 free fangs from fights. So I'm up to 74, which means I only need 1 more before I can turn them off. Technically, it's it's 3 from the sunken ship, and then 2 from a single fight. Okay, well, there you go. That's one thing. So now we should have 75, and all we need to do is grab the 5 that we get for free later on. Now, it is technically possible to miss 1 or 2 of those, which would be kind of annoying if that happened. Really? Oh, right. I'm stupid. I just turned the game off. And I'm still going for the rhythm games. And I just lost a bunch of time. That is unfortunate. But yeah, that's because I took the time to do the loading minigames. Which means I'll gain that back about 10 seconds later. Yeah, it was weird. Hayabusa's pattern. But you know. That's the dogfights. That's the way they go. Unfortunately, getting the floral finisher on the Chimera is also really annoying, because this is just such a better strategy than fighting them normally. That was a bit too fast. He armored through the second one. And I missed one of the yen. We're supposed to get 600 yen from him. I only got 590. But 10 yen's not going to make a big difference. Hopefully. Cross your fingers. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have any big skips in Gale Shrine. We're going to do it mostly vanilla, with a couple minor things later. Just want that aligned correctly. No, we still have to do... So that would be how we do it in any percent. But in all brushes, we can't skip Crimson Helm, because in order to open up the Moon Cave where you get Inferno, you need to kill Crimson Helm and then go to Shinshu. So unfortunately we do have to do the entirety of Gale Shrine. Because otherwise there's literally no way to get into Moon Cave. At least not in any new game. In all brushes you actually can skip, in New Game plus all brushes you can skip Crimson Helm. Because as it turns out, even though you would never use it during normal gameplay, there is a loading zone behind the sealed Moon Cave entrance. You just have to jump over a huge invisible wall, which requires KTs. I could not figure out a way to do it without KTs, and I did take maybe like an hour look at it. Really? I'm losing time. Poor Kinnan has to do the perfectly timed air tackle in the middle there. Okay, we got it. Cutscene skip. Achieved. And we don't get this this pearl anymore. So I could have done that a bit earlier, but I neglected to realize. But we do still need that excess. Damn. That was just a bit early on the first one. Oh well. Okay, let's get this 2-cycle. We intentionally 2-cycle Crimson Helm here because it saves so many exorcism steps versus the 1-cycle strategy. So it's worth it. Is there a route with CC... You mean like city checkpoint skip? Yeah, we actually are going to do city checkpoint skip in this run. It doesn't save a huge amount of time like it does in any percent. Oh no. Let's use my praise there. There we go, just barely made it. So I messed up the rhythm there. But it's still possible. Oh, without. I mean, I'm the one who rerouted this recently. Technically, Kinnan did runs of it before, and he didn't do CC skip because CC skip hadn't been discovered. But, like, it wouldn't be that hard to redo this route to not do CC skip. You would still lose about 2 minutes. Or about 1:48 based on my testing when I was doing the routing. But it wouldn't be that hard. The hardest thing would be redoing the yen route to account for it. But I don't imagine it would be too bad, since I've actually eliminated most of the like battle items you need to use in Moon Cave. And thank you for the good luck delirium trebuchet. Dead. And yeah, we have 54k, so we're well ahead of the yen route, which is good. Means we'll waste a bit of time later getting treasures we don't need, since I don't want to take risks. But you know. No biggie. We're actually going to save a bunch of time over my previous run, since I've really done a lot to the yen route since then. Mainly thanks to a new trick I discovered on Christmas, which is actually one of my favorite things I discovered. I call it the Merry Christmas glitch. Basically, you get free money when you get Power Slash 2, Cherry Bomb 2, and the third versions of both. Well, not technically. You don't do it for Power Slash 3. It's not worth it. But it technically works on all 4 of those like pools that you put the money into. And you can get about in total from the 3 pools that you do it in for this run. You get a little over 110k, if I remember correctly. decided to play it safe. Since it wastes only a fraction of a second in a split that I can lose a minute. No, that's not gonna work. Nope. Nice, that was third try. That was pretty fast. I think I'll save time over my best. Because I think I was like 5th try on my last run. How does that work? Like city checkpoint skip or something else? Oh, yeah, the Merry Christmas glitch, I made a video on it. It's on my YouTube channel. I don't know how to direct it to you right now. It's also in the Discord, but I don't think you're in Discord. Basically, to give a quick explanation, it seems like the devs made an error when they were programming the math for it. So when you give more money than is necessary to get those brush techniques, I think the devs wanted it to give you back the extra money you gave, so that you wouldn't feel like you wasted your money or anything. But they made an error, and then instead they made it give you back... Or what I think the error is that they made it give you back negative the amount that that you gave. But it's an unsigned integer, and it's actually stored in a short rather than 4-byte int. For some reason. So instead of getting the money you put in back, you get 65,530 yen minus the amount of extra you put in. Right? So you can see how that might be useful. So each pool has a different like minimum denomination you can put in. Oh my god, no! I'm so stupid, dude. I got it first try and then I just wasted it. I'm cursed for this to take 20 seconds now. There we go. Anyway, so each has a minimum denomination you can put in, which limits the amount of extra money you can get. But for like the PS2 pool, you can put in 5,000 extra, and you get 60,000 back, which is a lot. And then for the other pools, you just get progressively less back, but it's still a lot. I'm losing a surprising amount of time. What? That took bizarrely long. I don't know why I lost so much time there. That's a bit strange. 16 seconds. Alright, so that gets us Digging Champ, which we'll need later. Oh, I can skip this. Alright. Oh, I got it! Do I go for it? It's gonna crash if I go for it. I really don't want to go for it in a run. I really wanted to, because I've been like trying to get that during practice to see if it would crash, because I really want to know. But I just got it again in a run. Oh no. That was super scary. I'm too far ahead to just throw away this run just to see. On the off chance that it actually works. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty dumb trick. The fact that the Merry Christmas glitch hasn't been found yet was kind of surprising to me. Hey, we got Ubume skip. Nice. Okay, and here's a bit of a shady thing. Ah, damn. I removed the... I removed the XM that we normally use during this fight, because I figured it was worth the RNG chance of it being slower to not use it. So I really wanted to. I really wanted to be able to save that XM, because that XM is just really hard to afford in the early money route. There's an even bigger trick that I found that I was really surprised about not anyone having realized before, because it's something we should have been able to realize. Like, it was pretty obvious, but unfortunately it doesn't apply to any main category. Basically, I figured out that in any percent runs with CC skip but not Fire Tablet skip, you can still skip Veil of Mist. I'm gonna lose time here. You can still skip Veil of Mist just by using Fire Burst to clear the brooms that normally block you from getting to Blight. Which, you know, it's a 2-minute time saver that no one found before. Like, really? Okay, let's hopefully not mess up Sand Bridge Skip again, because for some reason I've been on been in a bit of a rut here, messing up this trick a lot more than I should. And it's good that it started happening after I did any percent at least, but no. What the hell was that collision? Nah. I don't know if I could have made that one. That one was sort of on the edge of being fast enough. No. This is not going how I would have hoped. Oh, I barely made that. I practiced it, but, you know. Sometimes you just psych yourself out, I guess. No. No. God damn it. I actually skipped the pearl now. Man, that was a dumb big time waster. Interesting. We actually now skip this XM right there, so it turns out we don't need it. Or at least it's not efficient relative to other treasures we can get. But we are going to get the XL on the other side later, because it's only efficient to get that going towards Aristocratic rather than towards Ryoshima. And then here's one of the big new things that I discovered since my last PB, is this method of completing the sunken ship. So if I do this perfectly, it should save about 20 seconds. But this is once I get into the sunken ship. Okay. I'm still not convinced this is faster than just swimming normally. No, dude. Where am I? Okay, we made it to the sunken ship. Yeah, for getting into the sunken ship, yeah, I do the Kinnan method there. But this is, what I'm talking about here, that's saving 20 seconds, is completely different. And you're about to see it, it's really cool. So to start with, we're going to clear these guys since I need their fangs. And they also can interfere with this next part of the setup. I can get it quickly. There we go. There we go. That was slow, but whatever. So we're going to actually clip the camera through the floor there, raise the water while we're in this specific position. And that's going to clip us out of bounds through the ceiling. And that lets us basically just swim directly to the exit. Yeah, it's a really cool trick. I also found a very different way of beating, or a very different route through the sunken ship, exclusively for Top Dog. But it uses the same start, or it uses a similar start where you clip the camera through the floor to raise the water. But instead of clipping out of bounds, you just stay inbounds and you purposely drown. Because when you drown in the sunken ship, you actually respawn right by the room that lets you change the water level, which is closer to the fight trigger for the crabs and the shark, and that saves you a bunch of time. Nice, we got both Uvume skips. We're going to start by getting these treasures in commoners. So I found that you can actually clip through the ceiling there, which actually makes that chest really efficient, when before it was really slow. Alright, let's try and not mess up Sound Bridge Skip a second time. That would be lovely. There we go, perfect. Now Ryo Skip maybe? Can we do? Almost lost the crystal. That was pretty silly. We need those fangs, and that should bring us up to 80. That was a tiny little trick I discovered called the Isun Rocket, where he pushes you if you get him to bring the key to you. Here's another place where Fire Burst ends up being useful. It lets you blow up cherry bombs faster. So there's a couple places where I use that. This is one of them. I realized here that the thing you want to push the cherry bomb to is actually the acorns, because those have a trigger to make it blow up, but the the cracked wall itself doesn't. For some reason. What? Never seen that before. Hey Krino, welcome to the stream. Yes, these are some big time saves, since I've done a lot of work since my last run that got this far. Hopefully we'll not make a massive error somewhere and lose all our time. That would be a bit comedic. Alright, now that we have Veil of Mist, we don't need to use Fire Burst to get through these guys. So that would be a waste of ink. No, please. I don't think I can make it. I didn't want to risk it. So I'll take a slow cycle, just to avoid wasting a bunch of time. Although I think I will lose time on this split because of that. So I'm pretty sure I get a fast cycle on my best. Ugh. We're in there. 1 second, nice. That's funny. Gotta prove myself right. What am I doing? What is that on the bottom? It's weird. That other map there. Nice, good pattern. Easy. Oh my god, that's a lot of time save. World record. All brushes is a cool run. It's just a bit long. Obviously, we're actively trying to make it shorter, but no matter what we do, it's still going to be a pretty long category. Well, okay, so if you learn any percent, unfortunately you're still probably going to want to learn to do the Mega Auto Jump. Because in any percent you don't have Lily Pad, and it's really hard to do that route through the sunken ship without drowning unless you have Lily Pad. I've done it once using a air refill that I got by going to like the very edge of the collision of the water. But when you do that, it's so easy to just fall into the water. So I can't recommend anyone do that in any percent. But really, honestly, the Mega Auto Jump is, once you know how to do it, I think it's one of the easier tricks. I think I made like a point to explain how it works in my beginner's route guide. So if you like check on that segment of the video, or of the playlist, you should find a good explanation, and you should be able to do it within a few minutes. At least, like, decently well. Rather see all brushes? I guess so. If you don't mind doing longer runs, then yeah, it's absolutely a pretty cool run still. But you would need to learn CC Skip to do my route, or you would need to make your own route, because I'm pretty charitable, but I don't think I'm going to go ahead and make a CC Skipless route for this, just for you, unfortunately. am I doing? Minus 5 seconds. Do not want to mess that one up. It takes a little brush buffering. Please. Camera! Okay, let's remember to equip our fire tablet on our way back to Himiko's palace. I need to find an opportunity to take damage so I can burn that bone. No, backwards. This Kizoku guy, that's where I want to be. Everyone say hi to Benkei. Now say goodbye to Benkei. Actually, we're going to be seeing him again later. But what am I doing? Why did I think I had to kill Storm? I'm a bit scatterbrained at the moment. I might actually be reading chat too much. It's my fault. Okay. Not the end of the world. Yes. And it took me forever to like think of that because it's such a weird, subtle detail to remember. And then as soon as you... please. As soon as you get out of the portal, you're like, oh, what are we gonna do next? Oh, I have to equip the fire tablet. Why didn't I do this sooner? Every time. Alright, here's Himiko. And yeah, we're losing a couple seconds, so... Hey, we got reverse fire tab skip. I still got it. Dang, 601. That's okay. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Please. Technically I could do Palace Escape here, but I still haven't figured out if it's faster or not. I don't think it's worth it since you might fail it. But it would save having to draw that there. Actually, do we do this anymore? I don't think we do. No, we don't. I'm stupid. But I still have to get this, right? Please tell me I'm not forgetting that. Oh no, I do have to do it. I'm wasting a bunch of time here. What is the efficiency of that? I need to reevaluate that. apparently 45, which is kind of incredible. Oh, we're gonna lose a few seconds because of that flub, but oh well. We're so ahead, it doesn't matter. Wait. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm not even supposed to be here right now. Well, I can't correct that now. I can't believe I completely mixed up the route. I was supposed to teleport to Ryoshima right now. So we're gonna lose a minute. Damn it. Why did I do that? I think this is like the third time I've made this mistake. Yeah, we were supposed to warp straight from Meet Himiko to Ryoshima. To here, this is why I unlocked this, and I completely forgot to do that. And getting that L-slip and that Infinity is supposed to come way later. I think I need to do this now since I'm going to be selling treasures. I can survive this. This, 2XL, and 4 of these, right? The routing around here changed a fair bit, so I had to read my notes. But damn, that's very annoying time loss. But it'll be free time save in my next run. Gotta look on the bright side. Also, I didn't need to buy that mermaid coin. I'm gonna have an extra one in my inventory. Because I didn't use one. Thumb workout time. 200 beat presses. Appreciate the chilling atmosphere. What? I hate this invisible wall. It's so big. Why am I not mashing? Now we warp to Ryoshima. Then we're going to go back in while making it night. We can use Crescent right here. It's gonna turn night right. No. And we can abuse the fact that the day-night transition restores half of your dash to make that free. Thank you for the follow is bullets. I went the wrong direction. This way. What am I doing? Slow movement. Do I actually still get this anymore? I think I do, because it's a pretty efficient treasure when you account for the fact that it doesn't really cost that much time. It's a dumb statement. Thank you for the good luck. I sort of flubbed a bit. I lost a minute, technically. I'll gain a bit of time later when I'm on the Enter Oni Island split from not having to get the treasures that I got early. But that's just gonna give me a false gold, so... Oh. Then we're gonna do fishing right now. This happens to be the best time to do this. This is the only time we're really going this way on Orca anyway. What? My fishing is not great lately. I have actually failed this fishing in practice once, so now I'm being a bit more cautious with my stamina. What a lovely sound. Nice, that was quick, fun phase. I think we're going to lose a bit of time on the split. Because of my bad movement. But I'm not sure. Nice. Now we go straight to the whirlpool. Go faster, Orca. I need that time save. Yeah, we're losing time now. Actually, no. Gained a couple seconds even. Nice. Guess I was worried over nothing. No, lost my dash. That fade out takes way too long. Alright, now we're going to go get Fountain, which we have to remember to do. We do not want to forget Fountain. That would be a big mistake. And more importantly, we don't want to forget to use the Infinity Stone on Fountain. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Funny sound. Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay, just barely made it second or third try. Hopefully having the Infinity Stone makes up for it. Please. Kinda sloppy, but you know, whatever. I should save a fair amount of time there, because I'm pretty sure I forgot to use the Infinity Stone in my PV. I'm supposed to just talk here. Now we get Fountain.
Yep.
Fuck. Yeah. I don't know why I haven't entered Dragon Split anymore. That's probably not necessary, given how little material there is between those two splits. It's literally under a minute. Hello. Okay. Now, New Game Plus, we could do a glitch that lets us get or skip releasing the stomach acid for the dragon, but they patched that. One of only a couple things they patched between like the PS3 version and the 2017 remasters. I don't know if that angle's any good. It wasn't that easy, to be honest. It was a pretty... Wait, what? Why did I get a cutscene for that? What? What is happening? Yeah, it's a weird thing to patch. I just lost a bunch of time for no reason. Because it was recognizing a vertical, like, J-shaped stroke as a power slash. For no reason. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. I probably should use that just at the start of the battle. That would have been smarter. I do not have enough praise for that. Damn it. I did not think this one through very well. Yeah, I don't know. The main thing they patched that matters to us is they patched a glitch with the karmic transformers that you get in New Game Plus, which lets you do an infinite jump anywhere. And obviously that's really helpful to the New Game Plus speedrun, which means that you can't run New Game Plus categories on the 2017 and later remaster versions, which sucks. But at least we have the PS3 version. And at least the 2017 remasters are really good for the New Game Any % runs. Nice, we got a good escape. Things are going pretty well so far. What did I just do that? Nah. I'm being sloppy. Let's see, what are the remaining treasures? I gotta get the bullhorn and pearl that are going to be in the treasure room. Then I would be getting the L-slip and crystal that I accidentally got early, so I can skip those, which means I'll save time. Then is in Oni Island, there's the L-slip. Then we now skip the treasures in the sliding door maze. We still get the left electric chest and the right chest behind or in front of the statue. It's the bullhorn and the crystal. And then I don't think we get any treasures. Yeah, we now skip the L-slip to the left in the side scroller. And we don't get any other treasures in floor 4. So then the next treasure we're going to get is the Katani pottery in the Moon Cave. And then we get all the rest, like the endgame treasures, which I should know by heart, because those haven't changed much. So these two treasures on the top here we're going to get. So I accidentally got that scroll. Oh boy. Alright, and Evil Ryo, being both a humanoid and a furry, is super vulnerable to explosives, you know. Damn it. Damn. That's a bad pattern. Man, I lost time on that. God dang it. And now we have lots of money. Dang. Right, and now we go straight out of the palace. And we would get those treasures now, but we got them earlier, including that treasure over there, which is the Infinity. And we're just going to go straight to Oni Island. which will save us about, I think, 30 seconds maybe. So I was pretty slow before. What am I doing? Bad time for a camera change. Almost hit the trigger there. That would have been a big waste of time. $6.26, that's about what I expected. Nice, first try. So that skips using Inferno, which we don't actually have right now. Really? That took way longer than usual. Okay, now we let go of our dash, because we don't want it for this next segment, because it makes you slide down the volcano faster. But it's useful in like the first face of the volcano, where it lets you move sideways very quickly, where you don't need height just yet. I lost speed. That was bad, but I salvaged it. Ugh, that was very risky. I'm gonna lose a bit of time here because of that mess up. And we no longer have to do the treasures in here. So you can do that cool trick. That is my dash. Okay. Should save a bit of time here. Since I skipped some treasures that I normally would get. Wow, that's a lot more than I was expecting. That's gonna lose me the pass cycle. Yeah. Well, that was dumb. Slow 2D segment, but I'm still going to save time because I'm not going to the left to get the L slip. Waiting. Good gears. Let's not mess this one up. Get the flower. Okay, we're good. Perfect. An excellent floor 4. Right, now for the big show. Can I do Ninetales properly? This one's really important to not mess up, because otherwise I'm gonna have to get extra treasures later. But I practiced it, so hopefully it goes well. Very lucky I had God hit there, otherwise this wouldn't have worked. So that's best. Should get hold of him. Oh boy, don't mess this one up. Yeah. Oh no. That's lost money. How far behind am I gonna be? 20. I'm not gonna know for a while, but that's 14k lost, which I can make up for in a couple places, but it's a shame. I got hit at the very end because she kept dodging my cherry bombs. What? What was that camera angle? Well. Okay. Shouldn't have held forward. Now we go get, well, the split should make it obvious. We go get Power Slash 2 and Cherry Bomb 2. Noru. Okay. What is the fastest treasure I can get to make up for this? What am I doing? And here's gonna be the second time we get to use fire burst. Why is this still a false gold? Someone has to remind me that this is a false gold. But okay, here's our first instance of the Merry Christmas glitch. We give 10k here. Right, and then we give our 120k. So we're going to give 130k total. And in return, we're going to get 55,530 yen for a net gain of 45,000 yen. So we're going to come out of here with over 150. No, a lot more. Like 166,000 yen, I think. No, dude. Please? Please don't actually die to something dumb like that. Here we get 5,000 and then the remaining 60,000. So we're gonna give 65,000 and we're gonna get back 60,530. I just messed up the splits big time. I know this last second that it messed up. Why did it miss trigger? Nah. Whatever. When am I going to find out if I messed up? Didn't need to see that. Now we drown. Just gonna put us low on health. Is there any way I can... Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix that for free anyway. It's not a problem. Okay, I think the best backup treasure to get for failing Ninetales is going to be the Katani Pottery at the entry to, or like by the entry to Kamui. Because I can't think of another one that's of similar value and just as fast. That's like early enough, because we need to get it before CB3. Gets Shinshu, and now we get to do the Moon Cave sequence, which we skipped way earlier by doing CC skip. Man. I need to figure out if there's a reliable way to like enter the Ninetales fight with max godhood or something. Besides just getting a Traveler's Charm, which would be a waste. Maybe I should burn one of my like vengeance slips. But that's not worth it. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm already ahead enough that I don't need to get anything extra. Okay, and now because we're entering this segment with some extra stuff, we have Mist Warp here, so we can skip rescuing Kushi. Since we don't need to go at the front. This makes it a bit faster to get to Moon Cave. Now we get Kushi's music. And there's Kushi. She found her way. I'm going to need to do that later anyway, so I may as well do it now. I am losing time. I'm not sure if it's faster to skip that, because the movement's so extra. I lost 4 seconds in total over that segment. But that's because of the Merry Christmas glitch, so I'll save that. Or, that's time I've saved elsewhere by not getting triggers. In reality, I should lose like 20 seconds to the Merry Christmas glitch, because it takes about 10 seconds for each iteration. And I'll lose another 10 seconds when I do it. When I do it for Cherry Bomb 3. Speed dot. So we gotta go fast. Surprised that missed. Okay. Let's make this quick. Very cathartic. Almost. Hey, second try. Nice. I don't know if that'll be good enough. Slow, but whatever. no, I'm out of ink. I can still technically do this. No. I was trying to do the New Game Beginner's variation of it, which I haven't done in a while, so I'm not good at it. It's harder than this variant. Hello? That was ridiculously slow. I don't know what I messed up there. Whatever. That was silly. Stop doing that. My attention is too divided. Okay, now we get a 20-second stretch. Stretch your hands, stretch your lower back. Okay. Now I get to fuck these guys up. Cathartic. Hello? I ignore this dude. Oh. Is that perfect time? No! That was imperfect timing. I probably could have gotten it if I was a bit faster on the draw. Dumb. It occurred to me that if I do perfect Orochi, I might not have to get... What? I might not have to get the Katani Pottery, I might be able to get the tassels near Kai's house, which I did cut out of this run. Or out of this route, but maybe they're a good backup, because they're pretty efficient. Oh no. Why did I lose my dash there? Nice. I'd like to see it. Grab this just as a backup, even though it's not the most efficient. Okay, I guess a lot of this depends on how well Orochi goes. Sub 340 this run is possible, but I'm not counting on it. I have to not make many mistakes. Oh, proc. Nice. Just barely made it back to Earth in time. Before poison proc. Dang, I lost my armor. That's no good. Oh no. I got hit. That's bad. Dang. Now I have to do this. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna lose about 20 seconds for that. Or like 26 seconds for that. Wasn't the best execution of that strat either, so maybe more. Yeah, we lost 26 seconds. It's right on the dot of what I'd expect. Oh boy. Hello? Hopefully the Ida races go well. That's a big way I can gain or lose time. Because I messed it up one race in my PB, so if I mess up no races, I'll save like 15 seconds. Do it, please. There goes the infinity. Oh my god, Momo. Momo! It's two for two. No. Damn it. That's not good. Okay, just barely got him second try. I think I'll skip out on the Katani Pottery. I'm gonna risk it. Okay. The pressure is on. Okay, and now we're actually going to do Oki skip. That is routed in. So, let's see if I can execute this reasonably quickly. That's almost exactly the amount of money I thought I should save by doing Oki skip, which is interesting. 72 seconds, right? Or maybe more, maybe miscounting. Alright, hopefully all of the treasure I have up till now is worth enough. Maybe I'll fight the igloo turtle. No, I want a run that doesn't do that. That was part of the point here. No, messed it up. I still don't fully understand this trick. Someday we'll understand. Oh wow. 2 vine. That's really quick. Okay, so if I don't have enough money now, I'm going to get the amethyst tassels, because those are pretty close by. Yeah, we should have enough. Just barely. Dude. Did I forget something? Okay, and now we do Merry Christmas again. Strange that I lost 30 seconds there. It's a bit more than I would have expected. And that one's the least returns you get. The net gain from Merry Christmas there is 15k. And if you would do it on PS3, it would be only 5.53k, which isn't a very good return. Not a very Merry Christmas. really forget to fix that again? Ageru? Why did that take so many tries? That one's not supposed to be hard. What? What? Found out you can do that, and my splits are all messed up. I think I've got all the split shit figured out, but I have to fix it later. Just for safety, I think I'll get the tassels here. It's only about 10 seconds. I do not have Gold Ash right now. Welcome back, Scion. I am floating a bit, but that's okay. Now we just go straight to Waku. That's weird, but okay. Kind of surprised I made that. Okay. So the main big change here from my PB is that we're not going to get the white porcelain pot on floor 3. But we still do get the ruby tassels, even though they're kind of slow. At least I'm pretty sure I should. Alright, let's see how fast we can do this. Alright, can we make it the fast mode? Looks like we can. Or not. You only get one shot. Well, I might have been able to try again there, because it was especially quick. And yeah, now we don't go get that treasure, which is very nice. Very cool. First apple of the run. Nice. Alright, cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. What did I just draw? Cherry bomb. No. Really? I'm gonna lose time here. At least not gain as much time as I should. No. One, two, three, four. Nice split. I imagine that's fake time gain, because I think that split might have malfunctioned on my last run. But we'll see by Lechka. I'm not used to it being like purple here, because I don't usually enter Waku at night. Just happened to work out that way this run. Alright. No! God damn it. Why, Cookie? Why did you have to discover this trick? No! It's my fault. I should have practiced this trick more before this run. But I thought I was getting good enough. Third try. It's gonna lose me like a minute. Almost a minute. Probably should just use another cherry bomb. Somebody's on the ice. Oh my god. Water run. Get it. And I need to buy one of these, one of these. Should be good. Hope I didn't miscount that. I am ahead a bit of the money route, so that's good. I think I have 2 at working today, which means I didn't need to pick up some of those treasures, but some of them I did. Like, they weren't entirely waste. Welcome, Firestar Rocks. Thank you for the host. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? I mean, if you missed the Waku Shrine, basically I messed up Nechiku skip 3 times. But otherwise it was pretty good, and I saved time because I didn't have to pick up as many treasures, mostly. And now we're in the Arc of Yamato, and now, for the first time ever, we do the entire arc, except for Yami, obviously, slipless. Oh, you want me to explain how Lechiko and Nechiku works? Okay. Basically, Lechiko and Nechiku is the only boss fight where the devs completely forgot to give the bosses any invulnerability whatsoever to exorcism slips. So you don't even need to like make them vulnerable like other bosses that you use exorcism slips on. You literally just use all of the exorcism slips at the start of the battle and they both die, which is kind of hilarious. You can see that extra mermaid coin that I got. What? Why was it like... I don't know why my hits missed for the first like 3 strikes. It's very weird. Yes, slipless. It's not a slipless arc so much as a slipless boss rush. But yeah, we can skip every X's. Actually, no. Wait, I lied. It's not technically slipless. We use one small exorcism slip to break Crimson Helm's armor. I overlooked that. I neglected to mention that. Because that's one thing that's very easy to do. It's just so much faster than running all the way up to Crimson Helm and breaking his armor manually. Because it takes so many hits. It's very weird. Alright, we should lose about 22 seconds on Orochi here, if I do everything correctly. But yeah, overall this is going quite well. I'm surprised I got that far ahead on Blight. It's very bizarre. So now we do the phase 1. This is the same as usual. Although I figured out that Power Slash 3 actually does more damage to the bell than Water Spout, so we can save 1 brush there. Good. Hello? Whatever. I love having right out for this. This strat is so cool. Dude. Such a slick strat. Oh my god. Alright, 22. Yep. 24? Yeah, 24, okay. That was a bit slow, I guess. I missed a few brushes, which are about a second each. But yeah, that's how you do slipless Orochi now. If you miss the Moon Cave Orochi, where we do a very similar strat, which is just a bit slower since we don't have Power Slash 3 in Moon Cave. Oh, fuck! Wait, I just realized why I gained so much time on Blight. What is the fastest way to replicate, I forgot to get Power Slash 3, I'm such a... That explains a lot. Why did I get a split for Omni Slash then? Okay, well, we can still PV, but that's a dumb mistake. I have to die, and then do all of that again. Yeah, so that was very stupid of me. I wonder what the fastest way of dying here is. I don't know if she can kill me. Yeah, I might just do the spirits. Wait, right, I didn't get Power Slash 3, right? For sure? Like, I'm not forgetting anything, right? How would I even tell? Well, I have way too much money. That's how I thought that happened. And I saved a bizarre amount of time. Hello? Yeah, what happened? Why did Omni Slash... I'm very confused now. Oh my god, of course. Hit me. I feel very stupid now. This is gonna be a fun world record. Okay, continue, and this should place me in Waku Shrine if I'm thinking correctly. This is the only way I can salvage the run, because you can't leave the arc after you get into it. Yeah, okay. At least I thought of a backup strat. Nice. I feel really stupid right now. This is fun. Yeah, big oof, indeed. If it was a marathon run, I'd just say, you know what, fuck it. We don't need Fire Slash 3. That explains why I lost more time on Orochi than I thought I was supposed to, because I wasn't as powerful. Yeah, okay. Why did I forget that? What was I thinking? I should have the muscle memory to be like, you know, go left here. Don't go straight for the arc. Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna have a lot of work to do fixing the sum of best for this run. Can't afford to do Merry Christmas here, and it wouldn't be worth it even if we could, because we don't need the money anyway. And it's still not even efficient to do Merry Christmas glitch here, because it takes 10 seconds to get 5k, so it's only like a little over 30 ken per minute. That's Omni Slash, for real now. Mad none of you reminded me that I forgot to get Power Slash. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are giving me spiritual support. How to lose 8.5 minutes. A guide. Wait, I don't want either of these. Okay, I missed Power Slash 3. Fortunately, it was possible to go back and get it by dying, which I died to Ninetales on purpose. Then I respawn in Waku Shrine because I went through Golden Gate right before Lechiku Nechiku. I did all of that again, and I have to do Blight and Orochi again. No. So how did you straight up miss a brush technique? That's a good question, you know. How exactly did I straight up miss a brush technique? There should have been, right? So what should have happened is my Omni Slash split should have failed, and I should have been like, hey, why am I not splitting at Blight? And then realized, oh wait, it failed at Omni Slash. Oh fuck, I didn't get Power Slash 3! And then I could have died without fighting Orochi, which would have saved 6 minutes. Or like 5 minutes. And that would have been better. It still would have lost me a bunch of time and been super dumb. But it would have been better. So I need to make it so that Omni Slash will miss if I forget it, rather than hitting on Enter Arc or whatever. He said like next month, right? For bonus video 3? Yeah, it's the any percent muscle memory from when I was running any percent over a month ago. Yeah, please. that's how you do perfect Orochi the right way. For real. Only lost 18 seconds that time. That's a good sign. Yeah, this was supposed to be sub 340. I guess that'll happen next run. Whenever that'll be. Ugh. It'll be pretty easy though, at least. I wonder if sub 330 will ever happen in this category. Now that we have a bunch of extra time savers I didn't know were possible. It's more likely than it was last time I got a PB. Please. I am comparing to my PB. My PB is 439.04. Although, like, as always, that's the in-game timer, so the real timer is going to disagree very slightly. Just based on, like, lag, loading differences, and just the fact that the in-game timer starts at a slightly different time than I do. I think it starts like 10 seconds in. But I still obviously have to use the real timer for splits, so. Okay, and here's the only split we're going to be using before Yami. The almost slipless arc. Nice time save. Let's go. I'm in the portal. Fuck. Okay, now we do Ninetales for real. Like, not just getting ourselves killed by Ninetales. For real. Yeah, basically, Krina. Wants to jump over her. Dude. Okay, let's see if I can execute the slipless strategy better this time. Where'd the other one go? Where is he? What? Where did the old one go? He like disappeared. Oh no. That's not good. Dumb time loss. Okay, now we can end the run. As sub 340 painfully leaves our hands. Cha-ching. Oh, Kinnan, I didn't know you were even streaming. Welcome. Welcome everybody from Kinnan's stream. You'll notice that we're only 3 minutes ahead. This is because I literally forgot to get Power Slash 3 and had to suicide to 9 kills, which lost like 8 minutes. But we're still gonna PV. So, yeah. This could have been sub 340, but you know, oh well. Not the end of the world. There's always another run. Still going to be a sizable PB, despite my best laid plans. Ami orbits. One thing I discovered is you can actually hit Yami's like the entire ball. You can hit the entire body of Yami while it's doing the damage animation before it gives you the item, which I think might save a slip if you do it like right here. See, I'm able to damage it. I think that might save a split or a slip. Oh, welcome Kaiserada. Yeah, why did I do that? Oh, by the way. What's up, Kinnan? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we can count to 5. During Natural Escape, you can save your speed going up the jumps. I know that it's possible to like get to the top where you jump from without losing your speed, but it's difficult. Like, it doesn't feel very... Yeah, it's the top of the door. It doesn't feel consistent to me, and even then, it only makes the trick slightly easier, because you... like, you generally don't keep your... Oh, what am I doing? That was a waste. You don't keep your speed all the way across the cliff face. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to experiment with it. If you can keep your speed across the cliff face, then it would save like a couple seconds, actually. Because you wouldn't have to build speed in the cannon area. I know sometimes I've been able to like maintain green dash across the cliff face, but I'm not sure like why. I'm not sure what the difference is. I think it might just be like the way Ami rotates while you're like doing the last jump or whatever. Yeah. Cookie felt the same way, so maybe I should look into it. Oh yes, I am the cheatiest of speed cheaters. No, let me burn all of them. Okay. Now we have only the mermaid coin. This one was awful. But yeah, GG's. This one was so bad. You guys are a bit late to the party, so let me show you something that will surprise you. New shitty Reki, yeah. Let me go to the previous page. 3:46:11. Okay, so watch this. This was my biggest lead. 12:34. 12:34, and then look what happened here. Can you guess? I literally forgot to get Power Slash. I went and I did all the way... I completed Arc Blight and Arc Orochi completely. And then I realized, wait, I have too much fucking money. Did I forget to get Power Slash? And it, like, everything suddenly made sense. And then I had to go to Ninetales and kill myself. And then I had to do Lechku all over again, get Power Slash, do Blight and Orochi all over again, and then I could complete the run. So, I lost 9 minutes because of it. Yeah, this was a great run. And also, here's another thing. I actually lost a minute earlier in the run. Here. Between Himiko and North Ryo shopping. I lost a minute and a half because I forgot to teleport from Aristocratic Quarter to Ryoshima when going to North Ryo. For some reason I went into like the Go to Oni Island mode there, and I got a bunch of treasures early. Yeah, this one was bad. This is gonna be a fun VOD to rewatch. Oh no. Okay, well, sub 340. This run should have been sub 340. It would have been very easy. Let me Let me reopen these. Now we can look at my sum of best. Ignoring the fact that a lot of this is from false splits during this run, sub 330 is probably possible, but it would be a high like 320 something, I think, and it would be quite difficult. Like, it would require a few runs at least. A fair amount of optimization. But with the advent of Merry Christmas Glitch, my doubts before when I got my previous run, I was like, you know, I think sub 340 is going to be hard. I wonder if sub 330 is even possible now. And then Merry Christmas Glitch happened, and that saves like 3 minutes, and then I was like, you know what, it's probably possible. So I don't know if I'll go for it, but I'm going to go for sub 340 at least. And sub 330 is probably going to happen eventually, if someone decides to optimize this category. What is the Merry Christmas Glitch? Well, I'm glad you asked. Now that I'm free, I can actually grab the link to it. Copy link. Here. I'm getting my own chat rules. Okay. Here's the Merry Christmas Glitch. I posted a link in Twitch chat. I don't really want to bring it up on stream because I'd have to make a new scene, but whatever. Basically, to put it shortly, you get free money. You can get free money by giving extra money to these pools where you get Power Slash 2, Cherry Bomb 2, and Cherry Bomb 3. It does technically work on the Power Slash 3 pool as well, but it's not worth doing there because it takes too long and you don't get very much money. You only get 5.5k from that one. But like from the Power Slash 2 pool, you get 55k net gain, which, you know, that's a lot of money in terms of the like efficiency at which we can get treasures in this run. So it let me cut out about 3 minutes worth of treasures, which let me do things like do Oki Skip in this run, which I couldn't do before, and a bunch of other things that are just like nice quality of life improvements. Okay, I'm gonna close the local recording here.